Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. Hope you all can hear me clearly. I hope everyone can hear me. Please confirm. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. Hope you all can hear me clearly. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. Hope you all can hear me clearly. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. Hope you all can hear me clearly. Okay, thank you very much. We're going to take start for our session. Thank you very much for joining the session. My name is Shakil Ahmed, and I'm here to discuss about remote teaching strategies and tips. You'll find this interesting. The reason behind many technology supporters believe that changes in the education system can only go forward due to an incredible growth in number of inventions that are continuously changing the description of existing professions. In this regard, many believe that stopping traditional classroom education altogether is almost certain in the near future. Some also think that traditional education will not be able to effectively prepare students for the new challenges and demands of the real world. Anyhow, there is an ongoing discussion about technological advances in education. Everyone accepts that technology enhancements improving the quality of education and to facilitate the faculty to deliver knowledge more effectively. So first questions comes in our mind that what is remote teaching and why we do have to go for the remote teaching? Well, if you ask me a simple question, what is remote teaching? So I must reply that, and everyone knows, especially from last couple of years, if you ask me this question, me like 3 or 4 years before, maybe there is some confusion, but especially after the pandemic, everyone understand that what does it mean by remote teaching and why it is important and what kind of strategies do we need to innovate and more interactive and more good knowledge deliverance to the students. In simple words, rather than having students and teachers coming together in person, remote learning means that students are distanced from their teacher and their peers. So remote learning is the process of teaching and learning platforms at a distance. That is very clear and very simple. You can say the definition. But the actual question is remote teaching and why we need the remote teaching. This is and why we have to change ourselves to transform our education system to the remote teaching. Well, due to COVID-19 outbreaks worldwide, the academic institutions have been enforced to entirely cancel face-to-face teaching, including laboratories and other learning experiences. Mitigation step against the risk posed by the higher education providers have been initiated to implement social isolation strategies. And online teaching is followed with the rapid curriculum transformation. And this transformation take us towards emergency kind of things. Like you can say the remote teaching, the e-learning, either it's e-learning or distance learning, or you can go with the online learning. There are many names, but the purpose of the deliverance of the lectures, your material and communication with the students is the same. What kind of learning we can go with the online learning? That there are two types. One is synchronous and the second one is asynchronous, and both are important, and we need to discuss about them, that why these both are important and what it does it means by synchronous and asynchronous. If I take a start with synchronous learning, that is refers to all type of learning in which learner and instructor are in the same place at the same time in order for learning to take place. This includes in-person classes, live online meetings, and when the whole class or smaller groups get together. In synchronous learning, students usually go through the learning part together. And simple, if you ask me the example for Jazan University, and the simple answer is Blackboard and virtual classrooms, where all of the timetable being go with the flow, and all the teachers and students know that what time they do have the lectures. They have to join the lectures online, and the instructor have to display all of their content in front of them, and the students need to follow whatever the instructions followed by the teacher. So this is the pure and easy example for us, that how we can go with the synchronous. Means the teacher and students, though they are not sitting on the same place, they are not face to face, but virtually they are connected, and they are connected at the same time to learn the new lecture, to take the new lecture, and for the teachers to deliver the new lecture. And in this part, the instructor who is able to provide support while students are compelling tasks and activities, and everything is being done at the same time. While if you go to the opposite of that one, that could lead you to the asynchronous type of learning. And what is that? That learning is student-centered teacher method widely used in online learning. It means that learners can occur in different times and spaces, particularly to each other. Means the students are not connected directly with the teacher at the same times, but teacher give them a chance to complete their task in different timings. For example, I can give you one example for that one. For example, you have delivered one lecture online, and you have recorded that lecture, and you upload it in your content and send the link to the students and ask them, okay, you have 24 hours. The one who missed that lecture, they can attend that one, and after 24 hours you have to submit your report, that what did you learn from that lecture, and I will give you the marks for that one. The other example is the assignment or the quizzes, and you are giving them the time. So it means this is not happening at the same times, but you are trying to communicate and connect with the students and giving them time to complete all kind of exercises, assignments, quizzes, either, or recording, watching the recordings later on. So I believe synchronous and asynchronous both are important for the e-learning. Both need to go with side by side. Synchronous learning is also important because you need to communicate with them at the same time. They can connect with you using the chat, using the phone call, using the, you can, now we have the softwares like the Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and even Blackboard is offering you in the virtual classroom that you can communicate with the students live. So if they have any queries, they can communicate you and they can get the results at the same time. So let's move forward, and the important and the actual topic is remote teaching strategies. I told you what is remote teaching, and then we have discussed about synchronous and asynchronous. Now we have an idea that how the online learning go through. So now we need to discuss about remote teaching strategies. Everyone know In last lectures, we already discussed about the benefits of home studios and many other things, that how you can plan your lectures in a better way. So here we need to discuss that only switch on your laptop and log into the Blackboard and start taking lecture is not mean by you are fulfilling all the strategies or you are fulfilling all the rules of the online learning. You need to learn, you need to understand that what kind of important things you can do, which sometimes in the face-to-face learning you don't need it, but online learning you have to follow some strict rules which can allow you to connect with the students, with the parents, and you can have more better options to deliver your lectures. So we will discuss in remote teaching strategies, and this gonna give you a lot of new information. So so keep continue this lecture by till the end, so you would be able to understand. And in the end, I will open the I will give you the unmute the mic, and you can ask me any kind of questions if you have during the sessions. I'm not giving you, I muted you for the reason that because inside, if anyone interrupted or something like that, so all of the participants can have a problem during the lecture. So I'll give you the question answer session in the end. You would have enough time to ask me any kind of question related to this topic. So let's take a start with remote teaching strategies. And it's pretty simple that we do have three key points for remote teaching. Number one, clear communication with your students. Number two, vary your types of lessons. And number three, select the right tools for your classroom. The reason behind that, once you are face to face, at that time, sometimes you do not have in face-to-face learning, sometimes like you don't need to go with many online tools, but when you are online, at that time you need to adjust yourself with the technology, and using technology you can you can communicate with students in a better way. So let's have a look with the point number one, that is clear communication with your students. While everyone teaching style is a bit different, successful educators all follow the same best practices in the online teaching. These three simple principles are the framework for all of the top online learning strategies. So what about clear communication with your students? Students want to hear from you often and regularly. It can be easy for students and parents to start to feel disconnected. What does it mean by disconnected? For example, the lecture is boring and you are not using some kind of technology hacks to communicate with the students, to asking them some kind of quizzes or questions, and you're not connected with the parents, you're not giving them chance to communicate with you. It means after some time they start feeling the disconnected, mean they are available in the classrooms, but they are not willing to continue the proper learning. So you need to be very clear communication with your students, and what is the way to communicate with them. You need to reassure them your virtual door is always open. What does it mean? And you can share your email, your phone number before the class, and often in multiple places, clear and respectful way. They need to understand that we have the chance and there is a door open for us. Virtually, this door is open. We are not in the class, face-to-face class, but we are in online class, but still we can communicate with our teachers. So they do have feel the comfort at that time, and they can be, I think so, respectful communication. And this respectful communication is the key to building relationship inside the classroom and with the classroom community. The second most important part is vary your types of lessons, how you can vary. Your teaching should be a blend of both synchronous and asynchronous types of learning. What is synchronous happening in the real time? What is happening at the real time? You need to adopt both kind of things. And as you know that synchronous teaching through phone calls, video lessons, or live chats allows students to ask questions and build relationship with you and each other. Even it's not only the way that students can communicate with you, with the instructor, but they should have some kind of activities where they can perform with each other, with their class fellows, so they can be more interactive and they can be more participated at that time. While asynchronous activities, you can involve them, and how you can involve in this kind of activities like discussion boards or recorded lectures, and these type of things allow your students to complete assignments at their own time and pace. What I told you earlier, that by giving them chance to revisit the lecture and watch all of your recorded lectures, and they have a specific time, 24 hours or 48 hours or 72 hours, and during this time they can attempt the assignment. It doesn't matter where they are sitting and where they are, but they are distant, but they have the login credential with them, and they can sit anywhere, any place, and they can attempt all these kind of activities, which is called asynchronous type of activities. So both kind of activities, you need to involve them in the direct mode when you're delivering your lecture, and on the off side, like not your online, but when you're off site, at that time offline timing should be considerable for the students and for the parents as well. How you can connect with the parents are the most important part for online learning, because you know that kids are not always willing to go for the online studies, and so you need to communicate with the parents of the students. So sometimes if you are allowed to communicate with them, so you can send them emails, you can call them, you can give them your number, they can communicate with you, they can chat with you, so they are aware about the activities and the assignments of the students, and they can focus and follow the activities of their children. Both styles have their own benefits and necessity in their own ways, means the synchronous and asynchronous both have their own benefits. What we discussed earlier, that if it is important, even in face-to-face learning, you need the both ways, the students available inside the classrooms, mean you're delivering your lectures, but you're giving them assignments and giving them proper time. So in both ways, either you're face-to-face learning or online learning, this principle should remain same. The last one is the third key point is select the right tools for your classroom. But this belongs to typically online classes that you are using a specific tools. Your institute's learning management system or LMS will most likely be a primary tool you use for direct communication and posting assignments. Like Jazan University is using Blackboard right now. Earlier we have different type of LMS system, but right now we are using a Blackboard. So Blackboard is one of the platform which I can say the complete replica of face-to-face learning. Once you log in inside the Blackboard, you can feel that you have a complete institution over there. You have the registered students, classes, your all of the subjects being over there. You can have the live lecture with the students, all the assignments you can send to your students via this platform. And once they reply back, you can mark all the assignments by easiest way. The another best thing using the LMS system, that you know, you can create the quizzes. And if you have I mean like large quantity of question bank over there, so you can You can send the questions and system can decide that every student should have to receive the different question. This type of benefits you cannot get in the face-to-face examination. So one of the best way to deal and to escape from the cheating, that you can use the online platform for your quiz. So this can help you to bring more accurate results. And we have studied in last couple of years that and this way of communication or examination can have more benefits than face-to-face examination. But anyway, both do have their own benefits. We cannot deny that only one way